sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. Hope everybody had a great New Year's weekend. Last show we done was what? Friday, right?
Yep.
And I went 8-7 on my picks over the weekend. Picks I gave out for Friday, the NFL picks on Sunday, and then some college football on Saturday. So everything Friday, Saturday, Sunday combined, I was 8-7. I had a bad week in NFL. I was 1-3 on my NFL picks this week. NBA on Friday, I was 3-0. No, I was 2-3 on my NFL picks this week. 2-3. Hockey, I was 2-2 over the weekend, and college football, I was 1-1 on Saturday.
Yeah, I did good on the NBA. I was 3-1 Friday. I was 3-1 on NHL, so I was doing pretty good. And then we got into Saturday, and things started falling apart. I went 2-3 in the NFL and college football on Saturday, and then I went on Sunday 2-3 in the NFL. So I ended up 10-10.
So that put me at 785 and 600 was my final record for 2023. So not too bad.
Nope.
Hopefully we get off to a good start today. We have some NBA, a little bit of hockey, and also some college basketball. No football. I don't think we don't get any football till Saturday. I don't think there is no Thursday night game NFL this week. I don't think
so.
And there's no college football till Monday. So yeah, we don't get no football till Saturday this week.
And we got a big game Saturday for us.
Yep,
football.
Hey, how's it going, Glenn? Yeah, Glenn says Super Bowl title week. Glenn trying to win that belt.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no big game Saturday night for the Colts. Hell, if Colts win, they're in the playoffs.
If they win, they could actually still win the division.
Yeah, they can still win the division.
If Jacksonville
but
loses.
If they win, they're at least going to get a wild card spot.
Yes.
But yeah, they could. If Jacksonville loses, they would win the division. But Jacksonville, I think Jacksonville's going to win. Jacksonville's playing Tennessee, right?
Yeah,
I think it's a good chance Jacksonville's going to win that game. Yeah, Colts win. They're in. They played pretty good over the weekend. Had some good football games, NFL and college over the weekend. Had some some more questionable stuff with going on with referees and calls, and I think the Lions got screwed there at the end of that Dallas game, and that really hurts the Lions in like for seeding stuff and everything. But I mean, you can see what guy reported, and they announced the other guy, and then calling for a penalty on it when they got the 2-point conversion. Yeah, well, that's true. That is true too. Because there's going to be some Glenn. Because there's going to be some players that's not going to play. Like how much is the Ravens going to play their starters this week?
Yeah,
I mean, I think they'll put you. It's a tough situation because understand you don't want to get nobody hurt and you want to rest them up, but like with the Ravens, you get a bye week anyway. So if you don't play your guys this week, that's like 3 weeks without without playing, and sometimes that can bite you in the ass.
and you're on a roll. You really don't want to change your momentum, I think. So it's a tough decision. Definitely is.
But yeah, look how much the NFC changed with that. With the Lions end up losing that game, and then the Eagles getting beat by the Cardinals, which I don't think anybody thought was going to happen. And I mean, so look now, Cowboys are looking like they could win win that division. I mean, that whole scenario just changed everything. Then you had 2 great college football games yesterday for the college football playoffs, and there was a lot of discussion about should Alabama have been in, or should Florida State have been in, or what should Georgia still been in? What team should have been in it? But the 4 teams they ended up putting in it. I'll tell you what, them 2 games didn't disappoint. Yesterday, Michigan wins in overtime against Alabama in a game that was a fun game to watch, and either team could have won that game. Alabama hurt herself quite a bit with some penalties and some just stupid plays. Excuse me. But Michigan, man, they're on the line, their offensive line and defensive line, if they can control a game like that, they're going to have a good chance against Washington. Last night, Washington, Texas, that was another real good game. Texas was able to battle back there at the end, but man, that Michael Penix is tough. I'd watched him, and I knew he was good. I watched him at IU and stuff, but he impressed me last night. Some of the throws he made, he made look easy, and there was not easy throws at all. I think if I'm a scout, I'd be moving him up higher and higher on that draft board.
Do they have an early point spread on that game right now? I'm sure Michigan's favored. Yeah, Glenn says he thinks he's going to go with Washington.
I'm gonna go. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna go with Michigan, but I'm gonna wait because I'm not gonna lie. After watching that game last night, I do kind of want to lean toward Washington just because I don't know if their defense is gonna be able to hold up against Penix and them receivers. Their defense is gonna have to get pressure on them like they were able to against Alabama. But if they're not able to get pressure, it can end up being a long day.
Well, it could be.
And I just don't know if Michigan's offense can keep up scoring wise if it gets into a shootout. But my gut still tells me Michigan right now, so I'm not going to give out a pick yet. But it's a lot. I'm feeling a lot closer about it now than what I was.
Washington's defense,
because going into the weekend, I felt like the winner of Michigan and Alabama was going to be national champion. To me, that was like going into the weekend. That was like the national championship game to me. But after watching Washington and Texas last night and the way Penix looked on offense, I mean, he threw for 400-something yards and just made it look easy. And it wasn't like he just had wide open receivers either. If you watch, there was a lot of tight window throws and contested catches. It wasn't like guys were just running wide open. Texas defense didn't play terrible. It was just the dude was throwing perfect passes. So that's what kind of has me a little worried about Michigan now. But I'm still leaning toward Michigan.
I think Michigan's got a better defense than Texas. I think they'll slow down Washington some. I think Alabama's got a better defense than Washington's. So I think it may be a shootout. I think we may see both teams score 25 points or more, but maybe even the 30s, both teams. But
I can see both teams being in the 20s. I think if it gets to where you got to score 30, I think that favors Washington. If it gets up in the 30s,
I think it could be a shootout. I think it's going to be. Hopefully, it's going to be a good game.
I think Michigan wants to run the ball, slow the game down a little bit. Where Washington,
I'll root for Michigan because I'm a Big
yeah,
Ten fan.
and I'm all,
That's what I always said. I'm a Big Ten
I like
fan. So,
Harbaugh.
yeah, I like Harbaugh too. Glenn thinks that maybe Michigan could have a hangover. I don't think so. I know they beat Alabama and they went crazy, but they've been in this playoff the last 3 or 4 years.
It's their third year in a row, and yesterday was the first time they've won a game in the playoff.
I mean, it's a big win for them, but I think that if they don't win this championships, it's a huge loss. So they're going to be favored. And got a question for you. Do you think Harbaugh's leaving? I know.
I think Harbaugh's gone.
I do too.
Win or lose, I think Harbaugh's gone.
I do too. And I think the new coach will be the guy that.
I think there's a better chance of him staying if they lose, because I think he really wants to win a national title for Michigan. But I think either way, he's gone. I think he's going to end up with the Chargers.
Yep.
But especially if he wins a national championship, if they win, I don't think there's any way he's going back to Michigan, because he's still facing possible suspension from the NCAA. You've got your national. You've done what your whole goal was to bring your alma mater back to top of college football, and what's the one thing missing in his coaching career? That's that Super Bowl that he lost to his brother, and then he was in the NFC Championship game, I think, 2 other times. So I mean, he had success when he was in the NFL, and I think the situation there with the Chargers, where you can walk in and you got the quarterback position is, you got a guy, and that's usually when you're going to a team that just fired a coach. That position a lot of times isn't figured out. They got the quarterback, and I think he can figure out their other issues. Because if you look at that roster on paper, that team should have been a lot better than what they were. That Staley just hasn't been able to do anything with that talent. I think if a guy like Harbaugh could turn that team around quick.
I do too. Well, he's turned every team he's been, even when they didn't think he would turn them around quick. And I would think he would turn them around quick. Now we both think the Chargers would be the favorite. Who would be the team that you think could also be in the running besides the Chargers? Think the Bears?
Well, so I've heard the Bears. Trying to think what other
Panthers. They got the young quarterback.
I don't think that owner and Harbaugh. I don't think they'd mix. That's the only reason I don't thinking Panthers. Washington could be looking for a coach.
Yep.
They got new owners and stuff there, so I mean I think that could be a possibility. Trying to think what other teams would be looking for a coach.
Arizona just got a coach.
I normally say the Colts, but I think we found us a guy.
Well, I would have loved to seen Harbaugh with the Colts, but I mean, I like the guy we got right now. You got to give him a chance.
Yeah, I think he's. Well, I guess maybe the Patriots. If the Patriots move on from Belichick, but I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to end up with the Chargers. That's where I think he's going to be. To me, that's a good situation.
Yeah, I think you could be right. Glenn says he's ready for tonight. Glenn's going to be on the show tonight. So.
Oh.
I don't know if you knew that or not. Glenn and Austin both are going to be on the show.
Oh, okay.
I think you knew that. I think you forgot.
I probably forgot.
Yeah. You've slept since then, so.
It's been a couple weeks. Oh, but the spread is 4.5.
Think that goes down or you think it goes up?
I think it'll probably go down a little bit. I think it'll probably close with around 3.5, 4. So I think you're going to get some people betting on Washington as well. But it's 4.5. Michigan 4.5 point favorites. Over unders at 55.5. So they're expecting it to be a high scoring game. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, Glenn, that's why I figured it'll probably close around 3.5. Love for it to get to 3. If it got to 3, I would definitely take Michigan at 3. Well, without a hook, if it got down to 3.
I think a lot of people's going to bet on Michigan.
Oh yeah, you'll get a lot of people betting on Michigan, but I think you're gonna get a lot of people betting on
take
Washington
a chance
too.
on Washington. Take a chance, yeah.
But all right, tonight let's jump into some games for the first time in the new year. NBA tonight. I'm going with the Pelicans at the -5.5 at home against the Brooklyn Nets. I'm gonna take the Boston Celtics at the -4.5 on the road at the OKC Thunder. Or actually, that's moved to 4. So I'm gonna take the Celtics at the -4. Let me make sure the other one hadn't changed. No, it hadn't. Then we'll take the Golden State Warriors at home against the Orlando Magic at the -3. And I'm going to take the Philadelphia 76ers at the -10 at home against the Chicago Bulls. That's going to be my picks for the NBA.
Well, we got very similar picks, except I only picked 3, and we got the same exact picks on 3 of them. I got Boston -4 at OKC. I've got Brooklyn at the Pelicans. You said Pelicans -5.5, didn't you? Because I had it at 6.5.
Yes, 5.5.
And Orlando at Golden State. I got Golden State -3. So that's my picks for the NBA.
All right, college basketball tonight. I'm going Purdue at the -6.5 on the road at Maryland. North Carolina -4.5 on the road at Pittsburgh. And I'm going to take Ball State on the road at +10.5 against Kent State. So that's going to be my 3 picks for college basketball tonight. Do you have any college basketball?
No college basketball.
All right, hockey tonight. Rangers at home on the money line against the Hurricanes. I'm going to take the Penguins on the money line at home against the Capitals. The Wild on the money line at home against the Flames. And the Canucks on the money line at home against the Senators. Goddamn phone.
Son. NHL, I don't think we picked one game the same. I mean, I got totally different games.
I picked 4 games and we didn't pick none.
I don't think so. I've got NHL for now. I got Boston money line at Columbus. I got Chicago at Nashville. I'll take Nashville money line. I got Montreal at Dallas. I got Dallas money line, and I got Florida money line at Arizona.
Yeah. We didn't pick any of the same. That's crazy. You would think that many games that we'd at least have one.
Oh, I was upset. I forgot about the game yesterday. Vegas played outside yesterday, that big New Year's game, and I was going at 3, and I was going to watch it, and I forgot all about it. So I looked it up. I got the hell beat out. I'm going to be 3-0.
So you're probably happy you didn't watch it anyway.
Yeah, they're not in first anymore. They're in second now. They've been struggling. They've not been consistent.
But yeah, they were hot at the beginning of the year, and then they've kind of
they've win one, lose one.
And then since then they've been you're right, they've been inconsistent since then.
But I think they've had a couple injuries, and hey, you can have that. You win that championship hangover.
Not just hangover either. You're you could be a little tired. Yeah. I mean, not making an excuse, but you don't have a long off season in hockey, and when you play deep into the playoffs like that, you know what I mean. You don't have as much time to recover. So. And you have, like you said, the hangover. Man, that was a hell of a play there. That play right there. That play right there saved the game for him.
Could have lost the game.
Yeah,
if he don't catch that.
That's what I'm saying. He don't catch that. They probably lose that game.
Might have went out of bounds though. The ball might have went out of bounds. It could have been recovered and for a touchdown. So who knows? But yeah, it could have been really bad. But we had 2 real good college games.
Oh yeah, man. It was 2 good. I enjoyed watching both those games yesterday. Both of them were.
I did have a question for you real quick. WWE's got a big announcement. Triple H is going to make Thursday. They're going to make it a special live show on Peacock. What do you think that announcement could be? Some people made some speculations. But they're probably going to announce WrestleMania for next year. I don't think you make that a TV special on Peacock at 8 p.m. on a Thursday night. I'm not saying I know what the announcement is. I don't know. But I'm just wondering. I think it's going to be something.
Could they have signed some kind of deal with the NBC?
Maybe they did. Maybe they signed something with NBC for
maybe
for Raw
or something. Then they're doing something like that to announce.
Maybe they signed something. Some people are questioning maybe Impact and WWE's worked out something, but I think Impact would want to make that announcement on the big pay-per-view on the 13th because they're saying something big. I know they've been working with Japan a little bit. Maybe they worked out a deal with Japan. I just don't know but I would think it'd have to be something big if he's gonna. I mean, they're doing a special preview show on Thursday night. I think it's gonna be something massive. I would think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd think it'd be something big, or people are gonna go crazy if it's not.
Do you think it's big enough if you announce?
I know what's gonna be. They're gonna come out. Gonna be announced. There's gonna be a new title.
Yeah.
Continental title or something.
Yeah. Do you think that would warrant announcement to The Rock and Roman at Australia?
Well, I mean, that could be
Elimination Chamber, because I mean they're going to try to sell 60 or 70,000 tickets for that show.
Yep, that could be. I could see maybe being that. And then maybe people will calm down about poor Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Poor Dave LaGreca about had a stroke today. I guess from what they're saying. He could.
Just think about your buddy Walter.
Yeah. Oh, we need to hook them two up together. They probably do a suicide pact together.
We probably should check on Walter.
That's true. Because you might want to check, make sure he's okay.
Cody Rhodes is the guy.
That's true. I think the bigger, me and my grandson, your son Austin was talking last night. I think the bigger story is if you had Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania with no belts on the line, you have Orton upset, beat Roman. Maybe The Rock cost him the belt. You have the Bloodline feud match at WrestleMania, and you have Cody and Orton at WrestleMania. I mean, he's still going for the belt. His dad never won, and he's beating Orton, who he's got a massive story with. So
I said, I'm sure I'm sure Triple H has talked with Cody and whatever they've got something planned, and he's probably cool with it. People just overreact so quick.
Well, there's rumors he's already signed a new deal. I don't know. I have no idea if that's true or not. I know they're trying to lock people up.
Well, he's making money because his merch is always up there as one of the top.
They
sellers.
said overall he ended up being the number one seller in WWE this year. For 2020.
Merch is always up there.
Overall, he was number one for the 2023. I know LA Knight topped at times, and I think Roman ended up being number 3 overall.
All right, you got anything else before we get out of here?
No, that's it. I did. When they had that show at Madison Square Garden, somebody posted pictures, that sellout show the day after Christmas, that they were showing lines at the merch stands, and I mean, you're talking 40 or 50 deep every stand. People buying that merchandise the day after Christmas. I mean.
Oh, look! Well, just look. I bet you I've seen just in the last couple of weeks, probably 10 to 15 CM Punk shirts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Punk
just around here, or just when I've been out somewhere.
Well, they announced Punk. People can say what they want, like Punk, don't like Punk, whatever. They announced him 5 weeks, 6 weeks before the Christmas show at Madison Square Garden, and they sold 5,000 more tickets. They went from 12,000 to 17,000. People can say whatever they want.
Yeah, I just want to see what he looks like in the ring. That's what I'm interested in. What's he going to look like in the ring? Because he wouldn't. I'm not saying he was terrible, but he wasn't the same guy when he was in AEW. He wasn't the same guy as he was before, and so I'm not expecting him to be the same. But
I think they'll put him.
I'm hoping he. I think he'll be. I think he can get at a better level than what he was at AEW.
I think he'll have to be. But I think the other thing is that WWE is very smart when they put together matches. They'll protect him. They'll have him do stuff. That's part of the problem. AEW, they let you do what you want. Well, Punk was probably doing things he probably didn't need to do. I mean, he kept getting hurt. So he's probably doing things his body can't do. So if they temp that down a little bit, use the psychology that he knows how to do, and working with Seth Rollins should make things easier too. So I think they'll put on a strong match. I have no doubt that they'll put on a strong match. Now, Punk's not what he was. People, getting older, and he's had a lot of injuries lately in the last year, 2 years.
But we appreciate everybody watching. Join us tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern for Gonzo's Wrestling Room. It's usually on Monday nights, but since yesterday was New Year's, we're doing it tonight, like we did last week for Christmas as well. We'll be back on a regular Monday schedule. Should be next week, right?
Yep.
We appreciate everybody watching. Real quick, I'll go over my picks one more time. My picks for 2023 were 785 and 600. Picks for tonight, I'm going to NBA Pelicans -5.5, Celtics -4, Warriors -3, and the 76ers at the -10. College basketball tonight, Purdue -6.5, North Carolina -4.5, and Ball State +10.5. And in the NHL tonight, Rangers money line, Penguins money line, Wild money line, and the Canucks on the money line. That's going to be my picks for tonight.
Okay, my picks for tonight, NBA, I got Boston -4 at OKC. I got Brooklyn at the Pelicans. I got Pelicans -5.5, excuse me. I got Orlando at Golden State. I got Golden State -3. NHL, I got Boston money line at Columbus. Chicago at Nashville. I'll take Nashville money line. I got Montreal at Dallas. I'll take Dallas money line. And I got Florida money line at Arizona.
All right. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. Hope everybody has a good night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow right around 3 o'clock.